put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great...
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 40-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
He was brought down.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
It's 2nd and...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Brought down behind the line.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They go read option with Wilson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
42-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Number 29.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was taken down by...
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
From the 39, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And 8 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here we go on fourth down with Murray. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
10. And the Seahawks first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This time Wilson will throw. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
To Will Dissly.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Carson. And he's got Rome. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Man open left side, it's Williams.
Murray.
7 yards to pick up there.
Max Williams.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said punt it. Punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Dorsett, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
58, hey, 0-0-0.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Fitzgerald hauling it in for Murray. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Fitzgerald on the slant. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A 4-yard loss.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
We want it. Come to my work. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is DJ Reed returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Wilson now off the bootleg. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Seahawks.
On first down, Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the Cardinals' 47-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Will get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
And now they need to execute. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and goal. Wilson, his pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. He can run for it, and he will. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Back to throw, Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike 27.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
For the extra point.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
9-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. They find some open field here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.